Once you get into your formative where you can create your own, this is where you're going to type your formative name. You can just, it'll apply a random name, and then you can just highlight it, erase it, and then type whatever name you want. Up here, you can preview it as you go, so it'll give you a student preview. You can click here to assign it as a self-paced or teacher paced. So if you want to follow along in class, so good for asynchronous or synchronous learning. These three dots here will give you the different options where you can duplicate the formative, you can move it to a different area, you can grade and pass it back, different options in there. You can also change the color of your banner by clicking here, and it also allows you to take a photo, upload, or pick from your Google Drive. So if you want to change the picture there, just hit done. And that's basically a walkthrough. Once your students start completing the formative, you can go under responses and you'll see the responses and you'll see their work, which is the great thing about formative, and it makes it stand apart from other things, is as your students are working on the formative, you can see it live as they work and what they're doing. You can go over and you can intervene if you need to. You can talk to your students. You can say, hey, I like what you're doing here, but let's go with this instead. Or do you see where your mistake was? Do you see why we didn't get the same answer? And so it allows you to follow along and see the different responses as they work through it. It's live from your computer. So that's nice. That's a good introduction to it right there. You can add your instructions right here. And then we're going to go into the different options here. So if you click that plus, the different options, question types, content types come up. These are the recently used ones, but adding a question is super easy. So let's say I want to embed something. So I have a Khan Academy video. So I'm going to click embed. It gives me this little box. I'm going to go to YouTube. I find this Khan Academy math video, and I'm going to go down to share, and it's going to give me the embed code right here. So I click embed. I'm going to highlight that, right click, copy. Then I'm going to go back to formative, and I'm going to right click and paste. And it's going to embed that video right there for the students to see. The nice thing is this isn't an external link. This will play the video right in the formative. That's the nice thing about embedding it. So it'll play right in here. And you also won't have the ads that pop up with it. So then to add questions, you're going to click the plus, and this video will stay over here the whole time. So I want to add a new So after you embed the video, then you want to add questions. This video will stay over here on the left side the whole time. You're going to click the plus, and you want to add a numeric question. So adding and subtracting fractions. So 1/2 minus 3/5 equals, and then you can add the correct answer here. Now there's a couple different ways you can do that. If you just want to type your answer in, you can do that, or they have a calculator option as well. And you can add multiple correct answers too, if there's different ways to respond to this that are all correct. You're going to want to make it required. Allow partial match and case sensitive. Case sensitive, if you were using something with spelling and you capitalize Washington, D.C., but they don't capitalize it, it's not going to take that off because you have the case sensitive turned on. Allow partial match. If they're close, then you can adjust that, and you can turn that on or off as well. You can also make them show their work, so they have to actually type out some stuff. The nice thing is this video, I could then have multiple question sets with this same video. I just click the plus again, and let's say I want to do a multiple choice. So I want to have my answers here, and then I want to do 1/2 minus 5/8. And then I want to put my different options in here. Then I would click the circle for the correct answer. Then they would have multiple choice. Again, because I selected required up here, it's going to actually start requiring them from then on. So I want to add another question set. So I could do matching. And I want this answer to match with this answer. You can also add images and stuff here too. So if I do if I put a picture of half of a pizza and then I put one half, then I could have these two match up. So that would also go involved with my fraction section. Now I want to do a different section. Let's say I have a Google Slides presentation. So I can pick from Google Slides. Okay, so I have a Google Slides presentation that I want. So I'm going to do it on weather. So I want to click that, and it's going to add that in just the similar way it did to the video. It's going to put it over here, and I want to add the 3 documents. So now that's going to put it on the left side. That's going to allow me to add the question sets on the right side. So I can then click categorize, and I can have them categorize and put them in specific areas. Let's say I want to do types of storms. And so I can put the different type of storm here and then a category here, or hurricane damage, and I can put the category of the hurricane here and the damage along with it. So different ways you can do that. If I don't want something, let's say I've accidentally put this in there twice, I can just click these 3 dots, I can delete it, and it's going to remove it from Formative. And I can do that again with this one. If I all of a sudden remember, oh, I want to put something before this, it's real easy. You go up to the plus in between any of these sections, and you can then click that, and it's going to add another section in. So let's say I wanted to put a whiteboard activity before that. So I'm going to put that here, and then I can have a whiteboard. I can edit it. So with the whiteboard activity, they can use their tablets. You can use your XP Pen tablet, and you can actually work out problems using the edit whiteboard options. And then you can put different question answer responses over here. So you could have them do a free response to write something that's involved with what you're working on, or you could use the calculator options if you want them to solve a problem that you have up there. After you're finished with all of this, you can go to assign. This will be either self-paced, student-paced, or teacher-paced. So if you wanted to do student-paced, then you could then pick your Google Classroom that you wanted to assign it to, and then you click that and you assign, and then it's going to populate, and you're going to answer some more questions, but it will populate into your Google Classrooms, and you can pick when it goes live for them to access it. If you have any questions about Formative, or if you want to create something together, you can use the scheduler link, and you can get a hold of me, and we can work together on making something. And if you don't feel comfortable with it, at the end, I can come in and we can co-teach as well, until you feel more comfortable taking the reins yourself. And then if you have any more questions, please reach out. All right, thanks. Have a good day.